Hello? What's going on? Hello?
Hello, thank you. I can
Hello?
hear you. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Of course.
Fine, I'm great. Okay, I'm
you.
great.
Thank you for joining us.
Salam.
Okay. Sorry?
I was saying in Indonesian word, selamat malam. That means good
Selamat
evening.
malam. Good evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hello, thank you. How are
Can you hear me? I'm fine, I'm great. Okay. Salam. Okay. मेरा तो बैक ही हो. Wait a while. Breaking back. What should I do now? I should go and bring. Okay, what's going on? Hello? Hello? Walaikum assalam. I'm sorry, there was a little bit interruption from my side. Pardon me.
No, there is not any interruption.
Okay, I got it.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can see you.
Yeah.
I'm asking when meeting will start.
All right.
It will take maybe 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you introduce me?
Yeah, I'm Umaira
Sure.
from Indonesian Consulate.
Okay. Myself, Muhammad Anan Khan,
Okay. From?
Pakistan, Karachi.
No, from which company you are doing any job or you are a student?
I'm an professional engineer. And I'm
Okay.
currently working at Artistic Denim Mills in planning
Okay.
department.
Okay. Nice to hear about you. And what
Thank
about
you.
you? Can you change your name, Galaxy A10?
Sorry. By the way, my name is. Can you hear me right now? So that I'm
Yeah.
going on?
Yes.
Okay. So here, myself, Yumna Tanvi, and I recently graduated from Jinnah University.
Mas Ade? Mas Ade?
Actually, from my side, pardon me.
No, there is not any interruption.
Okay, I got it.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can see you. I'm asking when meeting will start.
All right.
It will take maybe 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. Can you introduce me?
Yeah, I'm Humaira from
Did state, which is one of there were 3 programs in do some research.
But I realized that that's not the case for most of
Pakistan, Karachi.
From which company you are doing
my
your
friends,
job?
and suddenly people all around the world.
Can you change your name, Galaxy A10?
Not everyone is having a phone.
To reach out to the
Sorry. By the way, my name is. Can you hear me right now? So that I'm.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So here, myself, Yumna Tanvi, and I recently graduated from Jina University.
From the oceans of Pacific to the oceans of India, there are many thousand islands to history. From the lands of Asia to the lands of Australia, give the inhabitants through ages past. Nation of thousand islands, we love you forever. Indonesia, hatiku, rumahku, bangsaku. Indonesia, banyak pulau dan budaya menyatu. Dari gunung ke laut.
Yeah. Mute, Pak.
Of the Republic of Indonesia, Pakistan, and we have another collaborators from Indonesia, which is Mr. Ari Ogam from the Indonesia Arts and Culture Scholarship alumni, along with Miss Aina Karunisha, another alumni from the program of Director of Public Diplomacy of Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So the event of Indonesia Youth Pakistan Youth Forum is to bring together all the youth from both countries to work together for the betterment of society in both Indonesia and Pakistan, while also providing some trainings and also personal development in terms of entrepreneurship and other programs and activities that are of interest of the youth of both countries. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to invite Mr. Consul General of the Republic of Indonesia, Dr. Jun Kuncoro Hadiningrat, to present his opening remarks while also officially opening this Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum. Ladies and gentlemen, please give the floor to Dr. Jun Kuncoro Hadiningrat.
Handling student innovation and entrepreneurship. Distinguished collaborators from Pakistan, Ms. Huda from Imagine, it's an education institution. Mr. Jizan is from G Group, handling or supervising entertainment, broadcasting, and also education institution around Pakistan. And also Mr. Samunzaki is a director in company for producing, among other things, hand sanitizer, very important currently. And is also president for Pakistan Indonesia Business Forum, one of the arm handling for the economic diplomacy collaboration with Consulate General of Republic of Indonesia in Karachi. And also special guest, hello, Mas Ari Ogam and Mbak Aina, both very bright and talented Indonesian alumni of Indonesia Youth Program. And also all distinguished participants of Ipyf, Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum, both in Indonesia and Pakistan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good evening to all of us. I would like to extend my deep appreciation and also profound gratitude to my best friend, Pak Director of Public Diplomacy, Mr. Yusron. I know he's very busy and it's time for him doing another things in this time. But thanks, Pak Yusron, for joining with us. And also Vice Rector of Al-Azhar University. If I may add some information, Al-Azhar is now currently opening Pakistan studies in the university and frequently visited by His Excellency Ambassador Hassan, Pakistan Ambassador in Jakarta. And once again, special collaboration with all my best friends. We call partner in crime because we always meet quite often. PIBF and Pakistan Indonesia Business Forum, Mr. Hamunzaki, E-Magazine, Ms. Huda, and also Z Group, Mr. Jason. In fact, last night we had concert rock music, Pak Ruslan, in his program. This is what Karachi celebrate, friends. Dear friends, youth of Indonesia and Pakistan, Indonesia is a country located in Southeast Asia, as you may know, with approximately area of 1.9 million square kilometers, with 270 million population, which we call Islam as a religion of majority. Similarly, Pakistan population has exceeded 260 million people. Also, Islam is the majority of religion. So altogether, we make up 486 million population. So both countries are the first and the second biggest world larger Muslim population. Keeping this similarity, the Consulate General of Republic of Indonesia in Karachi is encouraged to nurture and strengthen the relation between businesses, education, and civil society of both countries. If we come across with elder generation, the generation of my father or my grandfather, they will know each of us. Pakistan will know about Indonesia, Indonesia will know about Pakistan. But if we ask the young generation, they have very limited knowledge, if not to say misleading or not complete understanding on other side country. So Pakistan is actually very close in the heart of Indonesia, vice versa, because our founding fathers supported each other in times of our struggle for independence back in the 40s. Stories about 6 soldiers from British India, now Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh, who refused to attack Indonesia freedom fighters because they were considered Muslim brother as the friend. And the kindness of our President Sukarno, who provide Pakistan support during India and Pakistan war, have become common knowledge for the older generation, like our fathers, our parents, and our grandparents. However, the story has not passed very well among young generation, especially teenager and youth, because perhaps nobody talking about this anymore. So currently, Bapak Yusron, we are proud to inform that now currently we are looking for any piece of information which scattered in Karachi to have cultural construction about what happened between the two nations, especially during the early times of our recognition in diplomatic relation. This where we take our role to carry on what our predecessors have left us and bring it one step forward. We are all shaped by our history, the privileges we enjoy, our hope, dream, and motivation are the result and the culmination of our forefather. It will be unwise if we forget about the past. So let me remind again about the great history that we share as two brotherly nations, and tell this story to our youth. And I have high hopes for them as the future generation, our successor, that they will also be reminded of this fact. One day, they will grow up with this knowledge and pave the way for further friendship, collaboration, and cooperation that can bridge Pakistan and Indonesia to be closer and closer. Who knows that one of you will become the future ambassador for either of our countries, or perhaps they have become the driving force in the youth empowerment or even influencer. As you may know that we have inspiring speaker tonight to instill the conversation and also start networking and also bringing up collaboration and designing a future program of both countries. My dear participant, through the Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum, we hope that we can become a platform to connect with one another to expand your network of friendship between Indonesia and Pakistan, to work together to come up with activities to contribute to the betterment of society in both countries. So this is also good opportunity for partners to participate in various programs that are proposed by collaborators, so you can enhance your capacity in professional development, leadership, and entrepreneurship. For your information, business people between Indonesia and Pakistan already exchange views and cooperation, and because they already have common understanding, so the business is not the issue. The issue is how to increase the capacity of business, which is the volume is very impressive. By becoming of a member of Ipyf, you will also have the opportunity to learn more about the two countries, while also gaining access to scholarship and business opportunities in both countries. And I would like to inform, at the end of the launching event, Ipyf will release a document message from youth of Indonesia and Pakistan, which recognize the long-standing friendship between our countries and reaffirm your commitment to collaborate with one another and to come up with ideas and proposals for subsequent program and activity along collaboration between the two countries. Distinguished participants, young people of Pakistan and Indonesia, with this, I officially launched the Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Mr. Consul General Dr. Jun Kunchoro Hadingrat, for your kind opening remarks as well as officially launching the Ipyf. I would like to share with you a video of an official launching of Ipyf. So if you please kindly look into your screen, and we are currently sharing this official launching of Ipyf. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause. Thank you very much for your support. The Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum has now officially been launched, and welcome you all. You all now are members or participants of Ipyf. As we've mentioned in our previous announcements, those who are registering before the 31st of August are now considered to be a pioneer member of Ipyf, which grants you special privileges of activities that we will be doing together under the flag of Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum. Ladies and gentlemen, all the young people of Indonesia and Pakistan, now we are moving into our second agenda, which is a keynote speech by the Director for Public Diplomacy of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. With that, I give the floor to Mr. Yusron B. Ambari to kindly please deliver your remarks. Pak Yusron, mohon maaf. Pak Dir, mohon maaf.
Saya diulang.
Oke, baru diulang. Tadi saya nggak bisa meng-unmute diri sendiri. Alright. My very dear friend, Pak Konsul Jenderal Dr. Jun Kunchoro Hadiningrat, and then Professor Dr. Ari Sahrial, Vice Rector of Al-Azhar University Indonesia, the collaborators of Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum, Ms. Huda Garib, CEO of Imagine, Mr. Jisan Lohia, Chairman of Z Group, Mr. Samon Zaki, President of Pakistan Indonesia Business Forum, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening to you all. First of all, I would like to express my highest appreciation to the Consulate General of the Republic of Indonesia in Karachi for initiating the Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum. Now, since the forum has been launched, I would like to say congratulations to you all, to the first members of the Ipyf. The creation of this youth forum is very timely, as youth now more than ever has become the essential power that will shape the future of the world. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, according to UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs, the number of youth in 2019 is 1.2 billion. It is equal to 1.2 million. It is equal to 16% of world population. This number is significant in providing youth with the power to determine any policies that will direct the world. Today, in the light of the global pandemic situation, the role of youth has become more and more important. First, there are many bright youth who stand in the front line of our global effort to combat the pandemic. 2 weeks ago, we had a webinar featuring 3 young Indonesian researchers based in the UK and Japan. They have been working tirelessly in the research of the COVID-19 vaccine. It is very heartwarming to see the commitment and hard work in finding the cure of the pandemic. Second, born and raised as digital native, youth show advantage in adapting with the 4.0 digital transformation. They developed many digital initiatives to help navigating the global pandemic and 4.0 revolution. To name a few, in Indonesia, we have digital applications such as Gojek, transportation solution, and also Tokopedia, digital marketplace, that have become the staples in everyday life during the pandemic. Both are created and led by young generations of Indonesia. Not to mention the lead power in social media, the youth power in social media. Through various social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, youth across the globe share their thoughts and ideas. This situation shows that it is important for us to provide full support toward the development and empowerment of the young generation. As youth can make a difference when they unite, take part, speak, and act for the cause they believe. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Directorate of Public Diplomacy, the unit that I lead, realized the important role of youth as the asset in diplomacy. Considered as a non-state actor, youth have strong potential in building connection and creating friendship between people across the globe. Therefore, it is our need to organize numerous diplomacy programs for our youth in order to strengthen people-to-people connection and to empower young generation to take the role in diplomacy. One of the programs that we have is Outstanding Youth for the World. We have one of the alumni here, Khairun Nisa. The program provides opportunity for Indonesian outstanding youth to expand their knowledge and build international network by international visit to partner countries. It has started in 2011, which carried various themes from entrepreneurship and innovation to future religious leaders. And we perceive tonight program as a creative concept of outstanding youth of the world, as it gathers the outstanding youth from the 2 countries and open possibility for global collaboration. Another program that we have, which includes youth, is Indonesian Art and Culture Scholarship. It is a program that provides scholarship for the youth from all over the world to participate in the short course on art and culture of Indonesia. Until 2019, the scholarship has been granted to 922 youth from 77 countries. It is very unfortunate that last year we have to stop the program due to the pandemic. But this year we will start again by a virtual training, and we will be very happy to welcome the first Pakistani as the participant of the program. Besides those two, we have also Bali Democracy Student Conference, Dharma Siswa, Developing Countries Partnership Scholarship, and many more projects that include youth. To provide you with a first-hand explanation on the program, joining us later tonight to share their experiences are Mr. Ari Ogam. He is the awardee of Indonesian Art and Culture Scholarship of Class 2012, and Ms. Aina Khairunisa, the alumni of Outstanding Youth for the World 2019. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we took notes that Pakistani youth have participated in several of Indonesian youth diplomacy programs. However, with a strong historical and cultural connection and common goal on development, we do think that there should be a booster to further strengthen the connection between the youth of the two countries. Therefore, tonight, it is an honor for us to witness the birth of Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum, a brilliant initiative to provide young generation of the two countries opportunities to strengthen the people-to-people connection, enhance mutual understanding, and explore potential cooperation in various fields. I strongly encourage the youth from Indonesia and Pakistan to join and actively participate in this forum. I thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Screen to moderator.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Mr. Yusron B. Ambari, as the Director for Public Diplomacy of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, for your kind keynote speech and remarks in the launching of the Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to listen to a keynote speech by the Vice Rector for Students, Innovation and Entrepreneurship of University of Al-Azhar, Indonesia, as one of our also collaborators of Ipyf. With that, I give the floor to Dr. Ari Shahriar to please kindly deliver your remarks. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Salatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wa mursalin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajmain, amma ba'd. My respected Indonesian Consul General, Dr. Juna Kunchoro, then respected member from Pakistan, Pak Samon Zaki, and also Miss Huda, Miss Aina Khairunisa, and Mr. Zizan Altaf Lohya. Respected guests, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I would like to say thank you very much. This is my honor to be invited to this forum, and I think it's the most important forum that I ever attend lately, because dealing with youth is, give you a very big boost in your life to make this collaboration happen. And before I'm so sorry because I'm not prepared very well to come into this youth meeting, because previously it was invited for our rector, that he's in a mourning condition right now because his sister just passed away today. So he may not come into this meeting. So I would like to, send his sorry not to come to this meeting, this important meeting. Before I begin my suggestion into the collaboration that we can do within Indonesia and Pakistan, I would like to give some simple, explanation about Indonesia as I know during my research on innovation. As you may aware that Indonesia right now is one of the G20 members of the world. At the moment, our ranking is in the 8th ranking according to purchasing power parity in the world. It is predicted that in 2050, Indonesia will become, this is just a prediction from McKinsey, says that in 2050, Indonesia will become the 4th largest economic in the world after obviously China, USA, India, and Indonesia. Hopefully, inshallah, with all this effort that been done by government, we may be able to come into that stage. Secondly, thirdly is that to maintain that speed into that level, we now know that there is a term what we call co-opetition, that is the cooperation and competition at the same time. However, since Indonesia and Pakistan, we have a very similar platform. Actually, most of us are Muslims, and then that is the very basic platform that we can move together so that we can increase our productivity both of the country. We know that the most important thing that we need to build within this collaboration is trust. And with the basic platform of Islamic teaching, we have a very simple, hadith saying that you must love your brother or sister more than you love your own self. That is the basics how we build the trust between the two nations. Now, what do we have to do? Okay, University Al-Azhar Indonesia, as one of a private university, we were established in 2000, which is only 21 years ago. But then now we are in Indonesia. Our rank is in number 87 out of 4,000 university and colleges in Indonesia. That is why we now building a very close relationship with all nations, and then what we can do to maintain our relation to increase our productivity, national productivity. So what do we do? So University Al-Azhar Indonesia, we have a tagline that we call an enterprising university. What is enterprising university? Enterprising university is the basis idea is that the innovation and entrepreneurship. That is why we built this situation to teach our youth in Indonesia so that they can become into the international level. Then they can sort of make some relation easily with all youth around the world, especially with Pakistan. During our period in university, recently, we have so many close relation with the Pakistan embassy. They used to come to University Al-Azhar during prior to the pandemic condition. They come to us, and then sometimes we come to the embassy, and then we have a chat. What can we do between the two countries, and then what can we do as university entity to help the country to gain some collaboration, good collaboration that will increase our productivity both of the country, and also how to maintain this condition for our both benefit of the two countries. So there are some ideas that we have shared in doing so. Something like maybe we can do some collaboration in research between University of Al-Azhar Indonesia and some university in in Pakistan, or even exchange student and lecturer between the two countries to make us close together. I mean, the thing is, nice thing about this collaboration is that I in some occasion I said to the ambassador of Pakistani, I said, look, if Pakistan embassy can be more active introducing some good food from Pakistan, and if Indonesian like food from Pakistan, then meaning that basically we can talk easily, because we already love our own each other meal and each other civilization, or exchange of knowledge and things like that. There are a number of that is one of the basic in my chat with your government. Can you still listen to me, because my is okay. Okay, now in other occasion, we can exchange some other apart from the student exchange, and also you should remember also, because your population is almost similar to Indonesian population, as I heard before. Then the nice thing about Indonesia right now is that we have what we call a demographic bonus, where the whole population mainly are the young people. This has become one of the best chance for Indonesia to increase their economic development within the period of time that is predicted by McKinsey. Now, I will go into detail what we can do, my proposal to this collaboration. Apart from exchange student and all that, University Al-Azhar as well, because we have this tagline, an enterprising university. So all what we do are trying to build the innovation mindset within our own student. What do we do then? One of the important things that we do is that we are establishing innovation entity organization within University Al-Azhar. Firstly, what we build the incubator of a product in University Al-Azhar. The secondly is that within this 1 year, this is the second year now, we are building our own market space. So is it possible that I may be able to sort of share the try to find
ya Pak Ari, bagaimana Pak?
Sebentar Mas, saya mau nunjukkan sesuatu sebenarnya, sebentar ya. Saya bisa share ya Mas ya?
Tentu saja Pak, silakan.
Bisa kelihatan nggak ini Mas? Bisa kelihatan sekarang?
Kelihatan sih Pak, cuman ini online shop Pak.
Okay, no, this is not online shop. This is what I said. This one is the market space of University Al-Azhar, where all products are coming from students. So students in University Al-Azhar, they are making product and we sell it into our own market space. This market space called tajir.store. Tajir means in Arabic is, what, saudagar, what we call that? People who makes money from a business. So I think
Mrs.
what I'm trying to say is that I'll stop this share. What I'm trying to say is that that is what the platform that we built in University Al Azhar, apart from incubator. That I heard that Mr. Zishan recently saying about this business on you do some kind of business in college and all that. I think this collaboration can be done. Say that from Pakistani, some youth of Pakistani would like to sell their product in Indonesia based on product of research or whatever it is in university or from your product, that you may be able to work with us. On the same time, we can also promote our product, university product, innovation product from our university throughout our market to your area. So this kind of collaboration, I think, can be done easily because we already have this part of the part of the market that we do. Recently, this market become bigger and bigger, and then all of them are administered by University of Al Azhar, and we also have made some collaboration with other market space in other places. So there are plenty of spaces that we can do together to increase our relation between the two countries. Then we can do easily. Meanwhile, we don't have to, usually we have to come to Pakistan to meet and all that. With all this technology now, we are basically living in a very one big village in the world, so that we can easily communication. We can easily communicate each other and then exchange our view, and then we start to do whatever it is to support the Pakistani Indonesian youth collaboration. I think that is the thing that I can share at the moment. Maybe later on we can have a discussion in question and answer. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih and thank you very much to Pak Ari Syahriar as the Vice Rector of Students Innovation and Entrepreneurship of the University of Al Azhar Indonesia. It's very interesting to see what are the projects that University of Al Azhar already have, and it's very interesting to see what other projects that can be collaborated under the flag of Ipyf. And this can also be done together with our collaborators, which we'll also hear in a moment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to hear some messages and remarks from the three of our collaborators from Pakistan of Ipyf. We have Mr. Zishan Loya, we have Ms. Huda Garib, and we have Mr. Shamun Zaki from different kind of organizations that all have interest in youth development. First, I'd like to invite Mr. Zishan Loya to please kindly deliver your messages to the youth of Indonesia and Pakistan. Sir, the floor is yours.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank His Excellency Mr. June and his team for arranging such a beautiful evening and talk about Youth Indonesia Pakistan Forum, which is called Ipyf. And secondly, my friend, my youth friend, I must say, Mr. Shamun Zaki.
Zishan, are you there?
Mr. Shamun, yeah, can you hear me? Hello.
Mr. Zishan, can we
Yeah, I'm
hear
still
you?
here. Hello.
I know that you're with us, but your connection may be having some difficulties.
So I'm here.
Mike.
Hello.
Please let us know if you are here.
No, we can hear him. Mr. Zishan was speaking quite clearly.
Yeah, I'm here. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Huda, can you hear me?
I think your mic's frozen. Your screen is okay. I can see your thumbs up. Can you say a few words?
Yeah, assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, let me start again. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank His Excellency Mr. June and his team for arranging such a beautiful evening and talk about youth. And this is the thing we always, focus on it, because youth can make miracles. Youth can change the, entire countries prosper. So I have just a little bit research about the youth, how youth Indonesia have, and how they are progressing. So, mashallah, good to hear that in the country like Indonesia, they are in the third number, and according to the UN report, and Pakistan is in the fifth number. So this is a large number, and that can change the entire and help the world to grow. So I've researched something, many students came to study in IOBM and Karachi University. And recently, His Excellency visited to one of the university in Larkana and gave the talk about the research and education between Indonesia and Pakistan program. And hello, can you hear me, all of you?
We can hear you loud and clear.
So, and community service. So I want to share my own experiences and my own success, and I want to talk about to the youth that you have to be very, very honest from the childhood. You have to work honestly wherever you choose the field, wherever you want to go. You have to be very honest, and plus you have to be work on your character building. That's the two things. Anybody take it from front and being a leader. So in my experiences, when I started, I was very young, and first year of my business, when I was involved with my father business, so I always, my father wanted me to keep quiet and listen. For 1 year, I was sat with them and only listen. So that's a way we develop ourselves, and we were trained. So you should have a mentor. You should have a, in any field, if you want to go, so you should choose and dream big. So I started my own business. So that's a connectivity we have. We start think that we should, in our company, we should have a CSR activity. We have a school that, as you all know, that we are running these schools from pre-junior till O levels. And when we start this school, so we were running successfully, but something was missing at that time. And I always think how I can contribute my country, how I can pay back my country. So I always discuss myself, and when I was lying down, I've discussed that how I can contribute. So I started to open the door for the underprivileged, which is blessed student, we say. So in the afternoon, where our students, the morning students pay the fees for the morning, and in the afternoon, the school was underutilized. So we started this venture. And then what happened with this, we have to convince them that, don't beg. The student can't be on the street. They should be in the school. So we convince their families. We give the transport and everything. We started this thing. And then we saw that, that the students are coming. And then in our business, you can't believe it, how blessing is coming up from the God. So that's a small things. When you start your venture, you always think that you have to create something for CSR activity to develop your businesses. And again, when we talk about the engagement, there is a lot of businesses, a lot of opportunities are there in the world. And as we are involved in schooling, media, construction, so we are always there to help you out. And as myself and my company always welcome. And secondly, my message to the youth is that you are the future world. and we are there to help you. And our Consul General, is very kind enough to invite me, and we are there. Anything we can do, His Excellency, we can make collaborating with the company. We can make exchange programs. Whatever we can do with your youth, Pakistan and Indonesia youth. Thank you so much, everyone, again, and thank you for having me. I'm really honored to be a part of this event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zishan Altafloya from the Z Group of Companies as one of our collaborators of IPYF. Mr. Zishan is a very renowned person. I've known him personally. He's really pleasant. He's really nice. And he is more than willing to be a part of IPYF to help you all in collaborating some sort of programs and activities with IPYF in the future. Our second collaborator is the president of Pakistan and Indonesia Business Forum, Mr. Shamun Zaki. He is very close with us. He's very close with Indonesia as he has visited Indonesia many times, and he has also have good business with Indonesia. With that, I would like to invite Mr. Shamun Zaki to speak as a second collaborator of IPYF. Please, sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ibnu. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Walaikum salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Very good evening. I would like to begin with a very famous quote of Warren Buffett. Opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put the bucket, not a thimble. His Excellency, Ms. Dr. June Konkoro, respected guest, distinguished participant, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate His Excellency and his team at an honorable consulate on their efforts for taking this great initiative and giving the youth of both the brotherly countries a fair opportunity to learn, grow through this forum. Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum platform will be learning curve all the young individual and their mentor. This forum is also provide them with an opportunity to voice their options, raise their concern, which will have a positive impact on their level of engagement. Generally, unemployment is caused by three main factors, such as inability of a country to provide enough vacancies, low educated and unskilled human resources, and the weak capacity of national capital formation. However, there are ways to alleviate unemployment, such as providing education and training for those who are unemployed, as well as fostering the spirit entrepreneurship. Teenagers are the country's future leader, and they should have a mindset to run a business of her own, because being unemployment doesn't mean that we must join an existing company. I believe being unemployed does act as a stepping stone, but it should be only used for experience to become your own boss. Entrepreneurship in developing countries, both in a formal and informal sector, is fundamental to creating an employment, increasing production, and raise the standard of living. Here in my speech, I'm going to explain about 5 ways that lead us to be a successful young entrepreneur. Firstly, dream and set the goal. There is a quote that says, "Dream big and keep on dreaming big." Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, dreamed that one day people would have their own personal computer. People laughed at him, and his dream is now a reality. If we dare to dream, we can turn the dream to a reality through hard work and determination. Secondly, consistency. We do ourselves a favor by making a move right now. Don't wait for the right moment. Such does not exist if we don't do our part of working on our goals. Every day, then surely nothing will be accomplished. We can start running a business while being a teenager. Business opportunities are available everywhere. We can start from our own hobbies such as cooking, designing, clothes, more and more. Don't be embarrassed in selling things. A home-based business can develop into a large company if it is well managed. Thirdly, be creative. Seed capital will always be main problem in the running a business. It doesn't matter if our seed capital isn't much enough, but it depends on our creativity. With creativity, a brick can be turned out to be a valuable things. Furthermore, sociable and extrovert personality is fundamentally needed in running a business. We must a social to build a cooperation with other companies, not only the well-known companies, but also the unknown companies. An extrovert person will easily get the chance to build mutual partnership with others. The last is to be patient. Many young entrepreneurs fail in the first term of the business because they can't handle the teething issues. They bring frustrated and devastated due to unsatisfying business outcomes such as low profit, capital shortage, and more. The only way to cure it to be patient and optimistic. We must have a mindset that first term of the business can be unprofitable, but there must be a time for break-even point of followed by profit. I would like to conclude my remarks on the famous...
I have a question.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Sorry, we are going to have a question and answer session later after all the collaborators have spoken. We have a discussion session approximately in the next 30 minutes. You may also write your question in the chat box. Thank you. Please continue, Mr. Shamoon.
Can I continue?
Continue.
Okay, sir. I'm asking you a question in the chat box. Kindly answer that, and I will be replying you as soon as possible.
Mr. Shamoon, you can please continue with your remarks.
The last is to be patient. Many young entrepreneurs fail in the first term of a business because they can't handle the teething issue. They become frustrated and devastated due to unsatisfying business outcomes such as the low profit, capital shortage, and more. The only way to cure it is to be patient and optimistic. We must have a mindset the first term of business can be unprofitable, but must be time for a break-even point and followed by the profit. I would like to conclude my remarks on the famous saying by Warren Buffett, from which I can start my speech: opportunities come infrequently. When it rains, put out the bucket, not a thimble. Every day gets an opportunity in life.
The chat is disabled. How can I answer, please?
Capitalize on it, make it worthwhile. And thank you very much for the excellency, Dr. June. And thank you very much all the team members in the consulate and all the participants. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Mr. Shamoon Zaki, as the president of Pakistan and Indonesia Business Forum. Very good insight, very good, great insight, especially for the business opportunities between the young people, young youth entrepreneurs of Indonesia and Pakistan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all youth of Indonesia and Pakistan, we are going to hear the next message from the third collaborator, which is Miss Huda Garib. She's the CEO of Imagine Pakistan, organization that works in the movement of education and development of children and youth. With that, I give the floor to Ms. Huda Garib to present your message. Thank you.
Thanks, Ibnu. Hello and assalamu alaikum, everyone. Forgive me if I'm looking and sounding a little excited, but I actually can't help but personally welcome everyone to the virtual launch of the
Right,
Pakistan
this is
Forum.
Zulfikar Sumro, and I'm going to know about the national.
Sorry? Hi, okay. Am I unmuted again? Thank you. So, as I was saying, guys, it really is a great way for all of us to get connected. I know COVID has kind of really messed things up for nearly 2 years now, and we're living in very unprecedented and chaotic times. But that's okay, because shows how far technology has come, that we're over 140 people who have Masha just connected from different parts of the world and are part of that and part of this amazing launch. And for that, a lot of credit goes to His Excellency Dr. June, Mr. Ibrum, Mr. Ade, and the rest of the team at the council, because you all have done a phenomenal job in bringing this together. But here's the best part. I'm sorry I don't want to take away any credit, but they have actually just provided all of us simply a platform for all of us to get together. Now the task is on each and every one of us, including them, of course, but each and every one of us, and especially our youth, to try to go ahead and make the most of this wonderful opportunity that we have. So let us use this forum, and I strongly urge, for all of us have learning opportunities. No one's a master of all as such. So let us use this forum to try and share our skills, our knowledge, and our experiences with each other in a way that we can actually help each other grow and be beneficial to everyone involved. Moreover, in this process is going to help us play our part and once again building the bridges between two, mashallah, such amazingly unique and yet similar cultures that have such a deep history. For if you want a great lesson on, Mr. Ibnu's the man to contact. But we've unfortunately drifted apart. As youth, as youngsters, we don't know much about the history that was shared until Mr. Ibnu and the team at the council had shared that with me. So we've just somehow largely gotten disconnected beyond certain official ties. But I believe that doesn't have to be the thing anymore. We live in a very global, interconnected community. COVID, no COVID, there's always going to be something or the other that's going to be stopping us. So that's okay. And as a personal believer in global friendships, having friends like in different parts of the world, having opportunities to go to different conferences and personally and learn so many things. It was one of the main reasons why I ended up founding Imagine, because I earnestly believe that it is through the provision of dynamic, innovative, and most importantly, value-based learning experiences for all that we can actually create a highly inclusive ecosystem where we use our strengths and our talents for the betterment of not just ourselves, but the global society. So since each of us are part of this forum, I urge you all to look beyond your fears, think outside the box, dare to imagine, pray hard, work with your fellow peers and mentors, and let the rest fall into play. Remember, as you are on this journey, everything is not going to go as planned. But please, I beg of you, I urge you, don't let that demotivate you. In fact, let it only motivate you to work harder and be more focused towards fulfilling your dreams. And you don't know and what potential you might extract from yourselves. So, because each of us have to play our roles, not only as ambassadors of Pakistan or of Indonesia or the US or wherever we are in the world, but as ambassadors of the global community. This is a planet we all call home. Let us showcase that to one another. So I honestly hope that this forum will enable us all to form much deeper connections beyond with the 140 people here. And as a result, have a more lasting impact. We spoke about collaborations from different universities in Indonesia. Our team over here, I mean, all of us Pakistanis who are here logged on are happy to work with Dr. June and his team to take things further. So I really hope that we can have more lasting impact of where we are in the world. And in the process, over the next few days, weeks, months, and even years, hopefully, inshallah, create an environment-friendly, sustainable global community for not just us, but for generations to come. Remember, guys, as myopic as every act may seem, even if it's just picking up a piece of litter from the street, in the large scheme of things, it makes a large difference. So I urge you, please don't give up, and let this be the first step of, inshallah, many to come, of being those great ambassadors. Thank you very much, and I look forward to working with you all. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you very much, Ms. Huda Garib, the CEO of Imagine Pakistan, for your kind messages and words of encouragement to the youth of Indonesia and Pakistan. It's really amazing to see some brilliant minds, especially a young person who is doing a lot of good stuff in contributing to the development of education, especially for children and youth. And thank you also for your cooperation in becoming a collaborator in Ipyf. Ladies and gentlemen, all participants of the Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum, now we have already heard messages from the three of collaborators from Pakistan. Now we are going to hear some messages and testimonies from the youth of Indonesia who have successfully become a part of a global movement, alumni of the youth programs from the Directorate of Public Diplomacy, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Republic of Indonesia. One is from Outstanding Youth for the World, and another is from the Indonesian Arts and Culture Scholarship. Now, with that, I give the floor to Mr. Ari Ogam to kindly present your messages and your perhaps your remarks as well as your testimonials for the youth program that you have participated. Please.
All right, thank you for the opportunity. So first of all, I would like to greet everyone here. Consul General of Republic of Indonesia in Karachi, Excellency Dr. Jun Kunchoro Hadiningrat. Apa kabar, Pak? And then Director of Public Diplomacy of Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Republic Indonesia, Mr. Yusron B. Ambari. And I would like also to greet Vice Rector of Al-Azhar University Indonesia, Mr. Ari Syahriar. And also Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum collaborators. Here we have Mr. Zizan Lohya, founder and president of Z Group Companies. Hello, sir. And then Mr. Samun Zaki, president of Pakistan Indonesia Business Forum. Hello, sir. And then also Ms. Huda Garib, CEO of Imagine. Nice meeting you all, guys. And also I'm greeting my fellow representative of Indonesian youth, Aina Kairnisa. Apa kabar, Nisa? Sehat selalu. Also, dear friends of Ipyf, Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning. So I think I will be more convenient to show my presentation here so I can deliver what message I can share to you all, guys. Okay, so it's a great opportunity for me, and I'm so humbled by this opportunity to share my message here to my fellow friends, both from Indonesia and Pakistan in this youth forum. So what I can offer here is I highlight in a title, which is Art and Cultural Collaboration Through Storytelling, from which I have experience in a daily activity from my backgrounds, both from my educational background and professional background also, that I can also have a contribution to what I can make to good impact to our community and society, and especially for my nation. But first thing first, here is about the Indonesian itself, the composition of our population. So as we know from the statistic last year, that shown here that our generations, which include Gen Z, Gen Y, which is Gen Millennial, and Gen X, are dominating the numbers of the population. And by the end of 2030, starting from 2020 to 2024, that this number will be a number that will give a big impact or positive impact to the productivity age number and will involve in Indonesia's development itself. So from the other side, this number also contribute a good number in social media use. As we know here, why I'm then choosing storytelling as a good approach or as a good ways or tools that we can collaborate in the future, because the numbers show here is that 170 million peoples of Indonesia, which is 60% of them are from Gen Z and Gen millennial, that also doing the social media or also use social media for working and for business. So it means that reflect to what happened in Indonesia itself for the things that we are facing all together in the world due to the pandemic, that everything changes. It makes a new habit, it makes a new things all over the world, that we are also try to think what to overcome and what to make something that we can recreating from our condition. So this, I believe, become one thing that our young people here, the youth people, both in Indonesia and Pakistan, believe that we can make change through what very familiar in our daily basis. So move on to the attributes. So this is my little research since I'm working for the campaign strategy in a company in Indonesia, and I'm very closely with these things with my audience, which is Gen Z and Gen Y, the millennials, I mean here. So in Indonesia itself, the attributes that have shown in our people here, young people here, that they are first is innovative and creative. They show it how they use the social media, as mentioned earlier earlier, that they are very creative and innovative. They use it not only for doing business or working, but they use it to show or to deliver the aspiration, to show their ideas about what's happening and what in mind. And it's not only give an impact to their society or local, but it's give impact to the global scale, something like that. And then what they show here is the critical thinking. So we know that Indonesia is one of the largest countries, democratic countries, and here in Indonesia, we people have right and have an opportunity to show our aspiration, to give, to inspire other people through what we have here. And we also believe that our daily basis itself shows that we are all tech savvy. Even those who are in a baby boomer groups or our parents, something like that, and we are already aware of the use of the technology, and we cannot ignore it. We cannot deny it. So the things here is how we can manage what we have already in past, or we can say that our heritage with what things is going on in the world, which is the modernization, globalization, things that we should do a balance in a way to make a better world, a better life. Okay, speaking further about what I can do good here as a young people and what I have benefit from my past is, first thing that now I'm affiliated to Indonesian Arts and Culture Scholarship 2012. I'm an alumnus, and then I'm not stopping there in 2012, but it continues since I joined the Association of IX Alumni Indonesia as the Chief of Arts and Culture Division from 2016 to present. And also I'm a part of the first batch of Bali Democracy Student Conference 2017, in which that I have already meet young people all over the world, that they have an interest in how to make a better world, how to respect each other, culture, each other, arts, each other nation. So they have a show interest in how they learn and how they show their respect to each other. So here I can tell that I believe that young people have shown their good ways to improve the world itself. And by this forum, I believe that Indonesia and Pakistan will do something better, will be something that inclusive and exclusive to make this relations stronger. And from what I have experienced here, that from Indonesian art and culture, since I graduate from this from the scholarship, I joined and I assigned as a teacher of ICE special program in Yogyakarta from 2013 and 2015, in which I met young Indonesians that also share their interest and how they learn Indonesia, how they respect culture, and we do an exchange knowledge from each country. There are like 30 young people from 30 countries. And then also still actively involved in several Dayak art and culture workshop in Jakarta since 2016. That I have also shown it performing in here annually in Indonesian art and culture itself for the inauguration. And then also last year I'm also invited as one of conceptor for the Kemlu's video of cultural promotion Indonesiaku, working together virtually with my fellow alumni of IX program from over the year. And last Independence Day, 17th August, that I also collaborate with my fellow friends from Suriname, from the Indonesian Embassy in Paramaribo, Suriname, that they do a collaboration with what they have already learned from the Indonesian art and culture itself. So those things that I can tell that we nurture our relationship here. We don't stop from the program we enroll, but we keep continuing and we can benefit from it. And what I'm doing now for my occupation for something that's as a campaign strategist at an education technology company here, I meet not only students in Indonesia, especially during the online learning due to the pandemic, but I also heard many stories from teachers and future teachers that they share how they want to build Indonesia to shape Indonesia smarter, brighter, and more fun. Something like that. That things that I can still, up till now, from art and cultures, I can bear in mind and I can show and make impact to our society and community. And yeah, the first thing that I have already came in mind when I was invited to this for this evening. So first thing is that I came from a city which is west of province, West Kalimantan, which is I'm originally from Sanggau. I was born there. But notably, it is a third largest palm oil plantation area in Indonesia. So I did my little research about Pakistan, and Pakistan is the fourth largest Indonesian palm oil market. So something I can relate. So how do Pakistani use minyak samin from I believe that's from Indonesia for typical food like nihari. Correct me if I'm wrong in spelling. And also we also here I have also Pakistani friends here in Kalimantan, in which their great grandparents coming from Pakistan and they live as an Indonesian for a long time ago, and we are good friends here. So I do believe also this forum also provides a room for us to make friends, to build a stronger relations. And also it's been already 70 years of bilateral relations, and we have a common or similar characteristic, which is most populous Muslim countries. And I also like to know more about Urdu because it's I don't know, because I am kind of person who's really enthusiastic with a culture. And then not to mention the ancient heritage that we have shared things about it and how we appreciate our heritage. So here in a conclusion, what I can suggest here, what Indonesia and Pakistan youth can do is through storytelling, because first is sharing and interpreting an experience. We know that we all here have an experience, and we know that we have a history, that what we are now is because of our past, and we don't need to live our local wisdom. We don't need to live what we have already in past that make us today. So it will make us tomorrow. So this we can share through storytelling. Secondly, that storytelling is a new version of old tradition. We know that Pakistan also have like an ancient or old storytelling style, story style from poetry and things that can deliver the story. So likewise in Indonesia, we have like Minden, Tembang, and everything that we are trying to storytell to today's generation and to our new generation, that we make a documentation through what we have now, so we can adjust it, we can make a hybrid. So I believe that we can work through it. And thirdly is today's multi-platforms and medium. We know we have each other, and it can strengthen our relationship for sure. And why storytelling? The last but not least is because it's collaborative and visible. You know that I can read or I can watch what my fellow friends from Pakistan do and share to me to inspire me, and likewise I can also share to you all guys. So let's make this collaboration active. Let's do this through storytelling, which I believe everyone is a storyteller and everyone can storytell their experience. So I think that's all from me. Syukron, terima kasih, and I'm really hoping for everyone here, especially participant of Indonesia Pakistan Youth Forum, can continue this success in the future endeavors. Thank you for the opportunities, and I look forward to discuss with you guys.
Thank you very much, Mas Ari, Mas Ogam. What an amazing presentation, what an amazing message, amazing remarks. You mentioned that you have your track record as an alumni for Indonesia Arts and Culture Scholarship. You also are the leaders of Alumni Association, and also you're the participant of Bali Democracy Student Conference, first one, 2017. And you can also add it to your list. You know, you are part of the collaborators of Indonesia Pakistan Youth Forum. So congratulations for that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all participants of IPYF, we are going to hear a message from the second collaborator from Indonesia. Her name is Aina Harinisa. She is the alumni for another youth program from the Director of Public Diplomacy. I believe it's the Outstanding Youth for the World. So with that, I invite Ms. Aina to please deliver your messages, and perhaps if you have any presentation. Go ahead.
Okay, yep, thank you. Am I audible? Yep. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good evening to us all. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude and my honor to His Excellency Dr. Jun Kunchoro Hardiningrat as the Consul General of Indonesia Karachi, Bapak Yusron Ambari, the Director of Public Diplomacy, Bapak Profesor Dr. Insinyur Asep Saifuddin MSc as the Rector of Al-Azhar University, Indonesia, Mr. Zeshan Loya, the President of Z Group Companies, Mr. Shamon Zaki, the President of Pakistan-Indonesia Business Forum, Ms. Huda Garib, the CEO of E-Magazine, and Mr. Ari Ogam, fellow alumni of Public Diplomacy Directorate Program, Indonesia Arts and Culture Scholarships, and last but not least, fellow youth of Indonesia and Pakistan. It's an honor for me to be here with all of you today. To begin with, Pakistan has always been close at heart for me because my great-grandfather was a Pakistani. So yeah, it's a pleasure for me to be here and share a bit of my experience in doing social activity with fellow youth in our organization in my hometown, Banda Aceh, Indonesia. So we started the organization since the end of 2019, right after I get back from the public diplomacy program, Outstanding Youth for the World, which was also in collaboration with International Visitor Leadership Program from the US Department of State. So the project is the form of contribution to pay forward what I have gotten from the program as an Indonesian youth. So yeah, in our organization, one step ahead, it is focusing on one thing that everyone has recently realized important once the pandemic hits, which is digital literacy. Well, I'm sure it is not only Indonesia that is struggling with issues resulted from the lack of digital literacy. For instance, digital gap between the urban and rural areas, because I believe Pakistan and other countries are also trying their best to adapt with the digital transformation. That's why I decided to talk about this today, since we still need more hands of the youth to work on this issue, as already mentioned by Bapak Yusran and also Ari, that we are the digital native. And yeah, it is kind of our job to contribute also on this issue. If I may share my screen. Yeah, wait a minute.
Yes, Aina, go ahead. You have been granted permission for screen sharing.
All right. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, almost. I think it's loading.
Yep.
There it is. Yeah, we saw it.
Okay. So if a book is a window to the world, then digital literacy is the window to a new world. This is what my friends and I believe in. So we started founding One Step Ahead on 2019. So considering our capabilities as a student and that we have already experienced the remote learning amidst the pandemic in person, we decided to put more focus on the education side of the digital literacy. Okay. We spotted some background issues of remote learning during COVID-19 pandemic, that only 51% of which run effectively due to these factors, such as lack of digital literacy competencies between the urban and rural area student, and also inadequate digital facility, slower to no connection of 4G in rural areas, and also, most importantly, the parents who are unable to assist their children to study at home, because for parents who are from the urban areas, they are used to accessing the digital facility. They have their own gadget, they have their own iPad, tablet, laptop, and etc. But what about the parents from the rural areas? Most of them are farmers or fishers. They don't even have their own gadget. So yeah, they don't even have the adequate digital literacy skills to assist their children to study at home, let alone to monitor what their children is opening in the internet during the study. So yeah.
Aina, I think we're losing you. Aina, are you there? We're just going to wait until she reconnects, because her presentation is very interesting, especially highlighting the reality of remote learning during the pandemic that is happening in Indonesia. And now her presentation is off. I don't know what happened, but we're just going to hope that she is joining us soon. And while we wait for Aina to rejoin our conversation, we can have question and answer, because that's our next session right now. If there's anyone who'd like to say anything, or if you have any suggestion. Oh, there she is. She's back. Welcome back, Aina. We really understand what's happening, and that's it's shown really well in your presentation about the access to connectivity and remote learning. So I really hope that you can join us again with your presentation. If you can unmute yourself, that would be great. Okay. Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, can you hear me
There you
now?
go. All right. You can continue with your presentation.
All right. I'm really sorry. Okay, where was I? Here? Or okay.
There, you're there.
All right. Okay. So yeah, I'm sorry. So in the middle of 2020, we partnered with Ajak Gerak, a micro grant program initiated by Bu Ayu Kartika Dewi. She's a millennial special staff of the President of Republic of Indonesia. So they supported us to do the initiative called Marino Project. So Marino literally means studying in Achinese. Yep. So it aims at tackling the prior issues mentioned, like the issues that I have just experienced. Well, yeah, for students in the rural areas. We provided remote learning assistance, digital literacy training, internet quota subsidy, and also we loan our gadgets so that they can study comfortably. Okay. So the program had been conducted in 16 villages in Aceh, one of which is a scavenger village. So can you see their face? It's a happy face. They're very enthusiastic every time we visit, very eager to learn, the way they ask questions, the way they want to know how to operate the laptop, how to place this correctly. That is really heartwarming to work there. And yeah, this is the condition of before and after the project is implemented. We also have involved up to 100 students and also 23 facilitators in the project. So the facilitators are the youth all over Aceh, mostly university students who are really dedicated and really want to contribute to make a better change together. And Alhamdulillah, we were also entrusted to distribute 50 units of laptops donated by PwC Indonesia to the students in need. So yeah, no more gadget loans because they already have their own now. So that was a glimpse of my experience in One Step Ahead, our youth lead organization. Hopefully we can make a greater impact in the future. And yeah, here comes the end of my presentation. Let's see what digital literacy has to do with Indonesia-Pakistan relations. Okay. So as you can see in the illustration, digital literacy, digital media is something that has been connecting us all. It has enabled us to exchange culture, knowledge, information. This is how we know someone from the other side of the world without actually sitting on a plane, traveling, and see each other in person, especially amidst the pandemic. But if none of us is digitally literate, then this virtual meeting is not going to happen in the first place. The borders will still limit us from interacting with people from other cultures, hence smaller opportunities, smaller network do we have. Unfortunately, not everyone is as lucky as we are. Some doesn't have access to digital facility. Some doesn't have adequate skills of digital literacy to fully make use of it. Those are the ones we have to reach out to. In order to make the relation stronger as the youth, the digital native, we have to strengthen the very foundation of something that has connected us. So my initiatives with my friends today might be small, but if more youth in our countries decided to look after the ones around them and make sure no one left behind, to make more people digitally literate and know how to use their gadgets maximally, so that more and hence more windows to the new world is opened, I believe we can make even a stronger borderless partnership to collaborate, to exchange ideas and culture, to work side by side for the better Indonesia and Pakistan relations. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Aina. What a wonderful presentation on digital literacy. And thank you also for your proposal of Indonesia-Pakistan digital literacy. I'm sure that there are so many things that we can collaborate, that we can do together, especially as you mentioned, as a digital native, to provide digital literacy for all, not only in the urban areas, but also in the rural areas. So thank you all for your collaborators, for your presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, participants of Ipyf, now we are moving into the next agenda of our launching event, and also nearing the end, unfortunately, nearing the end of our event tonight. This is the discussion and question and answer session. So we have also informed in the chat box that if you would like to ask or provide a comment, suggestions, you can also write it in your chat box, and you can also raise your hand if you would like to say anything. So I give the floor to the audience for those of you who are interested to talk. I see hands from Abdul Munim. I'm just gonna ask you to unmute yourself, and so that you can introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your question, please.
I have a question, Dad. How it would be beneficial for us, and how it supports us.
Can you repeat that, brother?
Ada wajah juga ya.
Yeah. Can you repeat your question, please? I couldn't hear it quite clearly. You were mentioning about the benefit for you guys, right? Please. All right. So basically, what is the benefit of Ipyf? It's a question that everyone's asking, and I'm sure that a lot of you are also asking the same thing. Basically, this platform that we're launching, the Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum, is going to be a platform. We have over 500 registrants. Okay. Prior to this launching, we have over 500 people who are registering to become members of Ipyf, which means the demand is there. It's really a lot of people are interested to join Ipyf. And we are providing you with a lot of benefits, actually. The benefit of early access of information, for example, for those of you who are in Pakistan, early access of information of if you would like to study in Indonesia, if you'd like to do business with Indonesia, if you'd like to collaborate with a project in regards to education, training, entrepreneurship, or personal development in Indonesia, we give you access to that if you're members of Ipyf. We are also having the networking, the benefit of networking. You have the benefit to get to know one another with the people of Indonesia, and vice versa. For those of you who are in Indonesia, you get to know more about Pakistan. You get to learn more about the real Pakistan, the other side of Pakistan that is the media not showing you. So you get to learn more about that. I think that's pretty much the benefit of Ipyf. We have more of that. Maybe our collaborators will also share about it if you'd like to. So go ahead. Anyone? Okay, we have another question. If no one would like to add in. Yeah, Hanan Khan, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Go ahead, because I don't see any questions in the chat box. Everyone would like to say their question directly, perhaps. So yeah, go ahead and go ahead. Walaikum salam. How are you?
Myself Hanan Khan, and I am an engineer. And I see on LinkedIn there are many opportunities in oil and gas sector in Indonesia, and many people from Pakistan go and work there. And I am thinking that there are many industries in Pakistan. Only textile sector is working and earning in like export textile things. But in Indonesia, there are many companies that are strong and that can provide opportunity for Pakistanis. Is that forum will provide opportunity like jobs and you hear?
Is that all you're asking?
Yeah.
Yes, if you would like to see job opportunities that would also be available in IPYF, because IPYF is a forum for communication and discussion and networking. So perhaps once you join with IPYF, we're going to share with you the link to a private Facebook group of IPYF so that you can join, and then you can get to know one another, and perhaps friends from Pakistan can share about education, jobs, and business opportunities to the Indonesian people, and vice versa. The Indonesian members can also share if there are any education, jobs, or business opportunities with Pakistan. Basically, the possibilities are endless. It really depends on the members itself. We are connecting, and we are getting everyone in the same platform. So it's a take and give, and everyone can contribute for the betterment of the young people of both countries, obviously. Thank you, Hanan, for your question. Anyone else? I see Muhtair Rafiq. Can you unmute yourself?
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Apa kabar to all my Indonesian here, and how are you all Pakistani? It is nice to see this meeting and you all, the collaborators, shared your experience here. But I have a question for His Excellency Dr. June. When Indonesia will go open for foreigners?
Okay, thank you for your question. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think anyone here can answer that, because if you're asking when, there is no a scheduled date, right? We hope soon after the pandemic. And maybe anyone from Indonesia can enlighten us on the current situation there. That would be great. Ogam or Aina?
Hello.
Yes.
First of all, I would really like to congratulate you all, because this is something very amazing. And being a youth, I was looking for opportunity like this. So yeah, my question is this: that I did my graduation in media science. So would you like to please brief me more about how you are going to engage through media? Like, is there some sort of blog writings, or through media, like you can say digital media engagement? What will be the further strategy for this? Can you hear
Thank
me?
you, Anna, for your question. We hear you loud and clear. And first of all, thank you for your information regarding media science. That is a very interesting suggestion.
Pleasure.
And yes, basically this platform is take and give. You will see a lot of different opportunities, and you can post your interests. You can post your proposals to the group. And anyone who find it interesting will be able to collaborate with you under the IPYF partnership. So thank you for suggesting. That is really a good initiative. Ikra Babar.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Ikra Babar, are you asking a question?
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Yes, walaikum salam.
First of all, congratulations to all of you for the great launching. And my question is that how can we get benefit, and how can we use this opportunity? How can we join this? Can you tell us?
Yeah, that's right. Thank you for your question. As I mentioned before, and as we have announced in our emails, this platform is platform for connection. And IPYF will provide you with all the connection and network that you need for you to be able to contribute and also get the benefit between the young people of Indonesia and Pakistan. Zishan Hamid, we see a lot of people asking from Pakistan, but I don't see a lot of people asking from Indonesia. Is this clear? Or the details of IPYF will be sharing with you in the emails if you have already registered. And we'd like to also remind you once again that this event, we are giving you an e-certificate for your participation in this launching. So please fill out the form in the chat box that I have shared so that you can get your e-certificate. I've resent the form so that you can see it. And any questions directed to the collaborators, both from Indonesia and Pakistan? Anyone? Zishan Hamid.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Zishan Hamid from Pakistan. First of all, thank you so much for launching such a great event. Basically, I want there are some questions in my mind. Like I am from a technical background. Like I have done my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. Then afterwards, I have done some industrial experience in Pakistan. Now, in 2021, I got opportunity and got selected as a KNB scholar in UGM, Indonesia. So my question is how can we get benefit from this forum? Like if I want to do a research in my technical field, like in a mechanical field, if I want to do some research work, then how can this platform be useful for me and for my colleagues so I can do an effective research work that can promote both the Indonesian and Pakistani products and so on. So this is my question. Thank you so much.
Great question, Zishan. First of all, congratulations on becoming an awardee of the KNB scholarship. We look forward to seeing you in Indonesia. And second, as I mentioned earlier, this platform will be is a platform of sharing information, sharing knowledge and contribution and getting the benefit. It's a take and give, platform. So you will get a lot of opportunities even in Indonesia while you're studying there and perhaps also advancing your technical knowledge and skills as well as your research in your field of study during your school studying in Indonesia. But by joining this forum, you will also get other benefits. Not only once you're in Indonesia, you can still keep connected with your friends or colleagues in Pakistan. And once you're back to Pakistan after you finish your study in Indonesia, you'll also still have that contact. You'll also still have that networking. You'll also still have that knowledge and benefit from IPYF, from your friends from Indonesia. So I hope that really answers your question. For further information and details, we will share with you the proceedings of this event to your emails. I know that there are a lot of you still want to ask more questions, but it's almost 7 here in Pakistan and it's almost 9 in Indonesia. So nearing the end of our launching event, I'd like to inform you that we are, as the result of this launching, we are producing or creating a document called The Message from the Youth of Indonesia and Pakistan. I've shared the details in the chat box. You can kindly view the documents in the link. I'm just going to share with you really quickly on the document of the message of the youth from the youth of Indonesia and Pakistan. You are free to discuss and comment and add any suggestions or contributions in this document. Basically, the document says that this is the deliverables from the launching of Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum on 31st of August 2021. We 150, because I counted there are 150 youth participating in this forum from Indonesia and Pakistan gathered virtually on 31st of August at the launching of IPYF to discuss issues and shared views, experience, and possible roles and contributions of youth strengthening relations between the two countries. Excuse me. And having participated in this discussion, we understand the need for youth in general to actively participate in promoting the relations between the two countries and so on and so forth. So these are some of the points that we are suggesting as the result of this IPYF. Through this document, all members, all participants will be committed, right? They will be committed in first promoting the friendship between the youth of Indonesia and Pakistan. And second, getting connected, getting networked one and another and share information, share opportunities, and sharing ideas that can be of a benefit from the betterment for the betterment of society of both countries. And third, obviously, through the collaborators, IPYF can engage in various programs, activities, or projects, both in Indonesia or Pakistan, or either virtually, as we are currently still in the pandemic, to do some activities that are involving everyone. It can include trainings in leadership, but not limited to leadership, personal development, and also entrepreneurship. Basically, the possibilities are endless. We are welcoming all suggestions and proposals to the final document, and the suggestions will be closed tonight at 12 p.m. Indonesia time or 10 p.m. Pakistan time. So be sure to quickly do your suggestion, and we'll share with you the final document tomorrow through your email if you're registered. And now, before we close, so we'd like to announce you two things. First of all, you probably noticed that during the official launching of IPYF, we don't have a logo yet. And that's where you come in. We need your contributions. We need your suggestions. So we are opening a logo design contest to all the members of IPYF. We're going to share with you the details in the email if you're registered, so that you can feel free to design a logo for IPYF as part of our community that has been recently launched, so that we can all contribute to and have ownership of IPYF. And second, nearing to the end of the program, and as a closing statement, we would like to invite again the Consul General of the Republic of Indonesia in Karachi, Dr. Jun Kunchoro Hadiningrat, to officially close this launching event, as well as to deliver some closing remarks. Sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Pak Ibnu. It's really encouraging to see all the discussion taking place in this very important evening, and really promising to see views and also hope coming from both sides, Indonesia and Pakistan. And first, I would like to congratulate all the young people here. You are all have a very future-oriented, fascinated with your country, and also have the global view, which I believe can contribute to develop further Indonesia-Pakistan Youth Forum. And I also special thanks for the Director for Public Diplomacy, which officiated this very important program. Also, Dr. Ari Syahria, the Vice Rector of Student Innovation and Entrepreneurship, Universitas Al-Azhar Indonesia. You outlined the importance of innovation and to hitting that unit platform. To get in touch unit platform, you have to interact one another in very daily basis, just like WhatsApp group that you are doing every day. So basically, this is the time when every forum is beneficial and is really accompany you from sleep to wake up. You can open any information coming from different continent, from different part of the world, then you can exchange views. And this forum is officiated for you. For those who are asking about the benefit, it's about taking and giving. This is what always happens in diplomacy. You cannot just take something from the forum without giving. This is not what diplomacy works. And the forum actually is the diplomacy in a very specific form among people, among young people. That's the idea. So you have to contribute and you have to take something. This is for the benefit of both countries. This is what we call another track of diplomacy. So people who are asking the question, which you contribute, you have to look at in a very broader perspective. You participate this because you know that the other part of the world, brotherly countries, Indonesia, or the other part of the continent is Pakistan, that you have some concern as a good having good relation, and also have ideas to exchange. I strongly believe during my diplomacy work, every country has their strength and weakness, so you have to exchange. That's why we have relation. And this is the forum. I don't have to repeat brilliant thought from all the speakers here, that actually you are playing an important role for both countries. Through this program, I hope in the near future, you are become a leader, then you have to contribute something without digging information anymore, but you already know that all the platform, all the roadmap, all the challenges. So this is actually the idea of having this forum. Then 5-10 years, some of you become businessmen, then you don't have to asking what is Pakistan, what is Indonesia, is it my perception, etc. So we have to start from now. So this is good forum. And second, I would like to encourage all the collaborators to respond and give ideas. Mr. Shamun Zaki is an experienced businessman. Mr. Jisan also very enthusiastic and energetic. I would say young business people as a role model with a vast experience in United States, in UK. He can share something as a Pakistan, which have a good relation with Indonesia, things they can share. Huda, especially with a very high spirit to share something, for instance, they also have education perspective, which also can be contribute to Indonesia. Similarly, Mr. Ogam and also Ms. Aina, they are very good at looking at the things that more advanced in looking at the both sides. We know that we are very enthusiastic in digital literacy, but maybe colleague from Indonesia doesn't know that Pakistan have so many IT specialists here. The things that really surprised me. So next time, if you think that you want to discuss this, you may put over the ideas in the platform. So basically, I repeat what Vice Council for Information said. You have to come to the group, exchange ideas, contribute, and talks. We help you to facilitate, because I'm a government and I represent my country in this beautiful country. So I will help you to encourage, but all of you are really feel free to exchange ideas. And to conclude, I encourage you, while also thank you for all the speakers from Indonesia and Pakistan, and I look forward seeing you in the next future with the agenda, with the program, with the project, starting from something simple, but get you involved in this program. I encourage you to join, registered, join the social media, and then we see how we can develop, how your perception can be confirmed, developed by having exchange ideas frequently, because all of you cannot know each other by only seeing the news from the media. This is the platform that I will start it. Thank you very much for your contribution, ladies and gentlemen. So I look forward to seeing from you. Terima kasih juga untuk Direktorat Publik Diplomasi, Pak Direktur dan seluruh stafnya yang sangat luar biasa mendukung program ini. Dan kami juga mengharapkan selalu ada arahan ataupun masukan yang bisa kita lakukan untuk mengembangkan program ini, karena saya yakin sudah banyak dikembangkan di negara lain, tetapi di Pakistan Indonesia saatnya untuk kita kembangkan lebih jauh. Jadi teman-teman, gunakan kesempatan ini. I witness that many opportunity, many area of cooperation. Indonesia can check to our consulate, and I also can speak on behalf of Indonesian people to Pakistani counterpart here. Sekali lagi terima kasih banyak atas partisipasinya. Sekali lagi Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Stay healthy and stay happy. Indonesia, Pakistan, Jindabad.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Consul General. Terima kasih banyak atas closing remarks ya. Teman-teman, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, please don't leave yet because we are going to take a group photo. So I would like to request you to turn on your cameras and take a group photo. So I need, there is going to be 2 batch. Good. Okay, 2 batch. So everyone can turn on their camera right now, and we are going to take group photo. Do a smile, Mr. Shamun. I like the flag. It's very the flag of Indonesia and Pakistan. You already have it. That's great. Miss Huda, I also see Huda having the flag of Indonesia and Pakistan. Obviously, Mr. Consul General has the flag of Indonesia and Pakistan. I would like to invite Mr. Everyone else, okay, to open your camera. Okay, you ready? First batch. Those of you who are not opening their camera won't be tagged in the photo. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Okay. Second batch. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Smile. All right. That is great. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your coming, for your participation, and we hope to see you again in another project, another event of IPYF. So good evening, everyone, and hope you are staying healthy. Please don't forget to join the group. We are going to send you the link, the invitation link to our group, and we will send you some information about some programs and activities in the future. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Sukriya. Thank you.
Great event, guys.
We hope see.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Consul General.
Semua teman-teman di Indonesia maupun di
Program, Pak. Very great program.
Selamat beristirahat teman-teman.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you very much, Mr. Ibnu. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Samzagi.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you so much.
That's all
Thank you.
for moderating, buddy. Well done.
Yes, thank you, Huda.
Thank you, Huda. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Pak Samunzaki. And semua ya udah ya.
Thank you everyone, all of us.
Pak Joneri, makasih ya. Pak Joneri, you did excellent job. Terima kasih banyak. Terus mengkawal ya, membantu kawal ya, Pak Joneri. Thank you banget. Ya, makasih banget.
Bye bye. Selamat malam dari Jakarta.
Selamat maghrib dari sini.
Terima kasih Pak.
Ya.
Iya. Terima kasih Pak Kolonel Halkis yang sudah join dari Universitas Pertahanan juga tadi. Saya perhatikan udah clear.
Ya, terima kasih Bapak.
Terima kasih Kolonel. Saya yang baju merah Pak.
Terima kasih, mudah-mudahan ada manfaatnya.
Kami ada mahasiswa dari Pakistan juga Pak Komjen, jadi mungkin bisa komunikasi juga. Dia itu Letnan Kolonel, dia itu penerbang dari Pakistan dan mahasiswa S2 di Universitas Pertahanan, program Prodi Diplomasi Pertahanan, Bapak.
Oke, kebetulan juga di sini ada Pak di sini juga sedang ada mahasiswa Indonesia yang Letnan Kolonel yang sedang belajar di Karachi.
Pakistan Air Force.
Pakistan Air Force.
Sama-sama.
Jadi
terima kasih
sekali bisa berdiskusi. Terima kasih Pak partisipasinya. Salam buat teman-teman di Unhan, Pak.
Salam buat Bayu.
Salam dari Pak Rektor.
Salam buat Prof Bayu dan beberapa teman-teman di sana.
Iya, Pak Bayu ya, siap. Oke. Makasih Pak Konjen.
Terima kasih, Pak.
Ini yang belum live berarti lagi ini ya, ditinggal ya.
Tinggal nih.
Ditinggal.
Kita live kan aja ya.
Oke.
Umaira, Pak.
Umaira. Thank you very much ya.
Thank you Umaira.
Umaira, Pak Ade, makasih Pak Ade.
Terima kasih
Pak Ade
banyak,
gimana? Baik-baik aja kan?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Ya udah. Mudah-mudahan tetap bisa. Di sana udah malam berarti?
Jam 10, setengah 11.
Waduh, udah malam.
Okay. Oh iya, waktu Indonesia Tengah ya.
Waktu Indonesia Tengah kan udah malam. Ya.
Ya, terima kasih semuanya. Saya
terima kasih
ya.
semuanya.
Sampai jumpa. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih.